Shut up! And hello world, my name is Lachlan Piper Michael, and today I need to sneeze. No, it's fine. Yes, I do. It's edging me, whatever. Today, I don't need this. What am I doing with this? Today, I want to talk about love and pain. With how that relates to humanity. Or just how how life's been and what I've learned over the past, few months or the whole of last year, whatever, right? Just me growing as a person, me giving my opinion to, a bunch of people on the internet that don't even know who I am, and some people that do, but more specifically, the only opinion I actually care about is just one person, and that one person knows exactly who they are. So, hold me accountable. Also, sorry that the camera or I don't know, OBS. This laptop just doesn't want to run OBS properly. So whatever. Right? You can still hear me fine. Now let's talk about the thing, love and pain. All right. Emotional. Love, I guess, can be physical too. I want to talk about emotional love and pain, not physical, because that's a whole different topic that I don't even understand yet. Whatever, right? Emotional love and pain. These are both feelings or emotions. Feeling? Yeah, it's a feeling. They're both feelings, right? But what separates these two feelings? The mic keeps spiking. I don't read off video. The difference between love and pain as a feeling and every other feeling is that they never end. They are limitless. They don't never end. But they are limitless. They are completely limitless. You can have an infinite amount of pain and an infinite amount of love. And you should. You should experience infinite amounts of pain to help you grow and infinite amounts of love to help you connect. I think whenever I have the opportunity to experience either, I look at whether I want to sacrifice love for the greater pain or to sacrifice pain for the greater love. Now, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? I mean, if you want to grow and get over something that's an obstacle in your life, one way or another, I would sacrifice the love for that obstacle in my way so that I could experience the pain that I need to in order to grow and to connect with someone. I would endure the pain that is required in order to share love and connect with someone. I don't know if everyone feels this way. In fact, sometimes I barely feel this way. It's like, but I want to. I want to experience. I want to be able to experience both of those extremes because like it's like in the middle. There's like it's very complex and whatever. Like you live your life, but even though I am kind of labeling and I am kind of against the idea of labeling, I still think that some descriptions can be almost a truth, because that's still subjective coming from one person, but view. The view is subjective, but it's an objective way of looking at it. I don't know if you can hear the cats. Let's pick up these cats, bro. What about this one? Wait. Yes. This is Georgie. Oh, that's right. Alright. Well, I obviously don't want to be picked up. Alright, this is Georgie. Look at Georgie. Look how cute Georgie is. Living at my mate's place. And they have two cats here. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, what was I talking about? Okay, sharing love, sharing pain. I think if you really, really enjoy someone for who they are, you love someone for who they are, then you're willing to sacrifice anything for that person. Based on the context, obviously. But if you love someone, you should accept the pain of letting them go. Because you need to, actually. Not you should, but you need to. Because that person is going to die. That person is going to hate you. And that person does not want you in their life one day. They're just going to be like, go away. You did this thing, or this happened to me, and... Sorry, I don't mean to get too depressive, alright? I don't mean to kill the vibe. I'm very passionate about my life, how I get to live it, who I get to live it with, and why. Where you live is very important, right? Living in a stable, constructive, positive environment. Not like the other place I was living in on my own, and fucking cringilla, bro. Who the fuck wants to live in cringilla? Like, depressing, surrounded by unemployeds, like 50-year-olds, miserable about their lives, always complaining. It brings you down. But now I'm living with my mate, his wonderful mother, 80-year-old Ray, who just does nothing around the house. It's great. It's wonderful. And, the pain and mistakes and the sacrifices we make as a person, God, that's something, make us the people that we are now. Without it, we wouldn't be... Why does the colour keep changing? We wouldn't be overcome of our flaws. We wouldn't be stuck in new territory, unsure of ourselves. We wouldn't learn that to lose is to love. Or to love is to lose. I don't know. And like, the way that you give love, right? And the way that you inflict pain, the way that you share love, and the way that you share pain, it's all a matter of perspective. right? Like you can. I don't know what's a good example. You could. I don't know. What's a good example? I don't know a good example. Anyway, I'm just gonna make up an example without any of these objects in my general vicinity. I don't know what a good example. Give me a good example. What was I even talking about? Yeah, perspective. I'm talking about my dad. I can talk about my dad. How about my dad? My dad is a perfect example of this because, yeah, ugh. Okay, my dad. So I called him today. I called him today because I miss him. I miss my dad. I love my dad. You know, he's been distant with me because of a mistake I made. And I want to connect with him. I want to get back. I want to get back to being his son, doing things with him, enjoying time spending with him. Oh my god, I'm going to get rid of this thing. Now, okay. So, I called my dad. Right. The first call was fine. Alright, I called him the first time. He was like, "You always call me. You always call me. You always call me when like lots of noise and whatnot." Because I was calling on the train, and he's exaggerating. Motherfucker loves to exaggerate. No, I wonder where I got that from. Look at my arms in a defensive position, bro. Like, body language. The second call was also fine. Like, I called him back. I told him I miss him and that, I'm sorry for the way I handled it. And he said sorry too. He said sorry for the way I handled it too, So there's still some remorse and empathy in him. But oh my god! So he had to pick up another work call or some bullshit, right? So after I called in, he's like, "Can you call me back in an hour?" And so I did. I went to the gaming lounge, played a couple league games with my boys. Shout out Tim. Shout out. I didn't play with the others, but shout out Aiden and Alex and Jeremy, and I did play with these. Finlay and Luke. Shout out those boys. And what was the other guy's name? I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Not Owen. Owen's a piece of shit. Fuck Owen. That's not true. Don't be mean to Owen. I was just human. Back to my example. My dad. The third call. Oh my god! He was like asking me about. Oh yeah, Abby, what have you been doing? Like basically asking me if I'm working, right? And I'm like, oh, not really, but I try. I'm trying. I got a. Because I did. I got a interview before Christmas, and then before New Year's, I got a trial shift for a separate job. Fuck, they're so pretentious, bro. Like pubs and bars. They I don't know what they like. I don't want to complain about that, bro. But oh my god, so fucking pretentious. Just like talking about them like cocktails and my opinion on. And he just had to be passive aggressive about it, he just had to, He just had to be that way because he's so comfortable. Whatever, right? I still love my dad. I don't love the person he is, but I still love, everything he's done for me, all the mistakes he's made, all the sacrifices, all the pain that he's had to endure because of my existence, and vice versa. That's just life. That's just how we live. You like, I wouldn't change it. But oh my god, like, I could entirely have the idea like, fuck my dad, I hate my dad, I don't love my dad at all. I could have that. But regardless, I still feel the pain of this separation from him. That's something I can't change. And it's okay. We're only human. We experience pain and love, and we grow and we connect, and we become who we're meant to be. If we live our lives and we enjoy it, we hate it. But, what can we do except exist? Yeah, like, no one's perfect. We're proud to make. We're proud. It's not a word. We're prone to making mistakes. We're prone to sharing our greatness with people. All the things that contrast why we fuck up. The beautiful moments that. How did that TV turn on? What the fuck? Whatever. It's not like we can just crawl back into our mother's womb and not exist, right? And there's no point, like, ending it. We may as well just exist until we don't, right? Even if it does suck, like, there has to be greatness that comes out of it. That's just the nature of life. For all the pain there is love, for all the happiness that there is sadness, for all the joy that there is misery, there is life and there is death. But hey, is there anything else I want to? I don't know. I just want to keep talking, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get too specific about my life because, like, I don't know. I want to make that a separate topic. But, like, learn to forgive. I was having a deep conversation with Alawan, my mate, the other day. I think it was Saturday or something, or whatever. A couple of days ago. All right. There are a few topics to talk about, but the first topic we talked about was understanding yourself with other people. And, he was making this, like, cooking metaphor about, like, how you have to, prepare a different dish for each person, like, approach each person differently given, who they are. And, I don't disagree with that, right? That's obviously, like, probably, that's true. But the way that I want to present myself, in all the passion, and all the glory, and all the pain that you can see in my face, if I know you are worth my time, and I know you respect it, it doesn't matter who you are, I will give you the same performance. You will enjoy it an equal amount as the other person, if not more. You will see me at my greatness, if you let me. But that's entirely up to you, It's not my choice to make. There was, and in that conversation, right, we figured out a few, like, 3-word ad-libs. Is that what they're called? No, 3 words that kind of define, like, how to approach these things. And I found that to effectively communicate with someone requires eye contact, it requires forgiveness, and it requires love. These 3 things, if we mutually agree, like, constantly, like, get off me. If we mutually agree, as people, as human beings, then, you know, we can do whatever we want in the short span of time that we have. You know, if you're a friend, you know, we can go do whatever you want. You know, if you're the person I'm hinting at, then, you know, I don't know all this, man. I don't know these things. I kind of do. Like, I have confidence in these things, right? I know these things, like, personally. Yeah, I do know these things, right? I know these things. I know that to earn pain is to love, and to earn love is to experience pain. And, you know, everything I said earlier about sacrifice and whatnot. You know, just enjoy being human. Enjoy that we live, we have each other. If you don't have anyone, that's not true. You do have someone in your life. You just have a different view of it. You know, you just don't agree that you don't agree that they have you in your life, because they know for a fact that they don't fuck up the wedding. They have you in their life. They have you. If you don't think that you have them, you know, like, that's entirely a skill issue, bro. That's, like, your fault. Well, not your fault, but, like, you know, it's the way you look at it. It's all perspective. Like, no one's really at fault for, like, the consequences of action and reaction, you know? It's just, like, that's just... Things happen, fate occurs, and we exist and move on. 23-minute video. Do I end it here? I don't know, I want to keep talking. How did I get on the fucking... Oh... Grr. Fuck you. Yeah, fucking enjoying this thing. Alright, no more fun thing for the cats until this video's over. How do I enjoy life? How do I enjoy being human? Well, I really want to pay that thing. You know, the people that I let in my life, I love as much as I can, and that's a lot. I love people a lot. I mean, there's some people that I love more than others. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, favoritism is a thing, and I clearly have my favorite person. But, you know, for all the, you know, the mistakes they've made, I don't love them any less. I'll always forgive them for literally anything. They could do something evil and horrendous, and oh my god, these cats make so much noise. And I would still love them, because, you know, I know who they are, even if I don't get to talk to them that much. Nothing will change that. Nothing in the world could ever change my love for this person. And the same way, that's the same way with my friends, bro. Like, my friends, because I'm very, very tactical, and intelligent and precise and careful about who my friends are. So because I am confident and comfortable with my friends, I love them with all the confidence in the world. I'm trying to grow my hair out. I'm trying to grow my hair out, by the way. It's very slow. And I have I don't know. I want it to like here, on here. These cats need to not be on the table. I just love people for who they are. I love people for how flawed they are. I love people for all their flaws, and I love them equally as much for all their greatness, for all the rights and the wrong reasons as to why that they do what they do, and why they exist, and who they are. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. As long... I don't know. I don't know what the conditions are for being my friend, right? I obviously want to be friends with anyone. I'm willing to be friends with anyone. But at the same time, I don't want to be friends with... No. I want to be friends with everyone, but I'm not willing to be friends... No, sorry. I'm willing to be friends with anyone, but I'm not willing to be friends with everyone. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. That's a different conversation, right? But the point is, I respect and love the people in my life for being human, even if they are terribly flawed, even if they don't want to be in my life, even if they make me feel terrible, even if they make me even if I don't know, some reference about my dad, even if some reference about some other person, some reference of whatever, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, I'm human, and I make mistakes, and I also have the capability of wonderful things and wonderful experiences that I can share with wonderful people. It's all so pointless, but it's so meaningful. Anyway, I forgot what I usually say when I close off a video. What do I usually say? What do I say? Do I have to watch a video to understand what I say? Ray's asking if the cats are okay, bro. What do you say? What do I say? I need to be consistent, right? Let me watch. I say something like enjoy life or something, right? I say that's all. Yeah, alright. Be good, live well. I didn't forget, too good.